On the next Canine Corner, Sue Doyle from Barkbusters gives us some great dog training tips, and Wagon Dog Rescue is here with some great dogs who are looking for their forever home, and Perfect Partners stop by to tell us about their upcoming event. Plus, having trouble walking your dog? We got your questions answered. All this coming up on the next Canine Corner. Hi there, I'm Riannon Trutanich, your host for Canine Corner, the show that your dog will give 2 paws up. Now we have a great show for you today. Sue Doyle from Barkbusters is here to talk about dog training, and Perfect Partners, a local cat rescue group, stopped by to tell us about their upcoming event. But first, Wagon Dog Rescue is here with some great dogs who are looking for their forever home.
Our little rescue, Wagon Dog Rescue, is a all-volunteer nonprofit in Southern California. We're all foster-based. All of our rescued animals are in loving private foster homes. We place so much value on fosters and what they can do for the dog in need and how they can prepare them for a future family for a successful placement. So Sunshine is an American Pit Bull Terrier. She's probably between 8 and 9 years old. She came from a really bad situation in San Diego. She, really seems to want human attention and love, but we think she was probably tied out on a chain her entire life and never allowed to be inside of a house. So she's learning that, humans are not all that bad. We'll be looking for a home for Sunshine that has other nice doggy companions and of course some nice people, but she really, really loves other dogs. This pretty girl is Judy. She is a 1-year-old 70-pounder. She's a big girl, and we're not sure what she's made up of. We haven't DNA tested her, but she looks a lot like a lurcher, which would be a sighthound type of dog. She's a wonderful girl. She was found just roaming the streets of Los Angeles, and the ladies who have her now couldn't leave her out there to fend for herself. She's in a home now with other dogs, small ones. She seems to get along fine with a well-matched companion. No cats for this girl, and great with well-mannered children. This handsome stud is Ronnie. He is a 2-year-old American Pit Bull Terrier. He is over 70 pounds, big guy. He's mostly done growing, but definitely still a puppy. And he's a favorite. We all love Ronnie to pieces. He sadly just passed his 1-year anniversary in the rescue, and we're bummed that he's growing old with us. We want to get him into a forever home. He is great with other dogs. We would love for him to have a playful playmate. He loves people. He's bomb-proof with people. I mean, kids. I'd love to, the more people, the bit merrier for him. He's, probably a medium energy guy. He doesn't, have to go on 10-mile jogs every day. Just a nice walk he enjoys or a hike. I mean, he's really just an all-around fabulous dog, and we're all stumped why he's still with us. This little lady is Lita, short for Abuelita, little grandma. She is a senior Chihuahua that was left in the night drop at the San Diego shelter right before Thanksgiving. She's a super chill, very easy to care for little lady. She's fine with other dogs. She probably could live in a home with cats. We are looking for a home for her with older children that are respectful of dogs. She's earned some peace in her golden years. She's crate trained, housebroken. She hardly ever lets a peep out, and believe it or not, she will get a burst of energy and run zoomies around the house for like 2 seconds, and then she'll find some couch. She's a real easy girl to care for, and she would make someone a real nice companion.
So this is Tivoli. Tivoli comes from the Philippine Islands, and she's been with us for about 4 months now. She and her friend Blackie came over, and she was a street dog in the Philippines. She had a lot of challenges there, we believe, of course, as most street dogs do. She's about 1.5 years old. They call it an Aspen Filipina, Aspen dog. She is great with other dogs, and I'm not sure how she would be with cats, as she hasn't lived with one, but I think she would do pretty well. She's a lot of fun. She's very, very playful. She's got a lot of energy, so we definitely recommend that she goes into a home that has people who are experienced with dogs, so that they can give her the discipline and the stability and the training that she needs. She's very, very intelligent. She's been able to learn a lot of tricks and commands and various things really very easily. Come here, Tiv. Come here, Tiff. Good girl. Sit. Tiff, sit. Good girl. This little man is Eddie. We call him Fast Eddie because he's relatively slow. We love him very much. He's a very, very special dog. He came from a circumstance where he was in a home with a little child, a little 2-year-old that did not know how to properly behave with a dog and tormented him quite a bit, and the family got upset about that and decided to rehome him at that time. And he has become the most wonderful creature. He made a total transformation in our home with some stability and love, and he is just an easy dog. He's move-in ready, I like to say, because he is potty trained, he's crate trained, he stays in his crate all the time at night and while we're away from the home, and he is leash trained very well. He loves car rides. He's the perfect companion for someone. I've often thought that he would be ideal with an older couple or an older single person because he's just that kind of dog that would love to make someone that ideal partner and friend. And I know that there's somebody out there that is going to be very, very happy to meet Edward because he's just a very, very special boy.
If you're interested in adopting any one of these dogs, contact Wagon Dog Rescue at 310-853-0757 or at wagondogrescue.org. Now, we all love our dogs, but we love them a lot more when they behave. Sue Doyle from Bark Busters is here to share with us some great dog training tips. There's a lot that goes into training your dog. One of the most important things and a great place to start is to make sure your dog sees you as a leader.
They have to know that they can trust you and count on you, and then they have to respect you. And that'll be a much better relationship, much calmer for them, and much easier for you to get them to do the things that you want and to eliminate the bad behavior.
Sue says that height and body language are two of the most important things to focus on when training your dog.
When you give a command or a correction, you want to be standing. That's your position of authority. The voice has a similar attribute in that the lower voice indicates authority, the higher voice indicates praise.
You can start training your dog even as a puppy.
You're getting them used to you being consistent and you using body language, and you're teaching them to do things that they would do to another puppy, but they can't do to you.
And dogs can be trained at any age.
It isn't true that a dog is set in its ways and you can't change it. You can guide it into understanding that this behavior is not correct.
Training isn't just about good behavior. Dogs can get exercise in while learning how to behave. One tool Sue suggests is a 30-foot long leash.
Even if it passes you and goes all the way to the end of the 30-foot leash, then you call it back and you turn around and walk the other way. So the dog is getting the exercise of walking back and forth, and you are getting it used to wanting to walk next to you.
Another activity to use with a long leash that we practice with Sue's dog Kieran is tying the leash to a tree and calling the dog back and forth. Aside from physical exercise, it's also important to exercise your dog's mind.
There are also a lot of toys now that provide intellectual stimulus, which is a form of exercise. Because if they have to use their brain, they're using energy.
Some of the toys are similar to board games, and the dog sniffs out and finds the hidden treats. You can also create your own version in your own backyard.
You can cut up like raw carrots or something that's healthy for the dog and hide it in your yard.
Training and physical exercise and mental exercise for your dog doesn't have to be all work and no play.
Some of that stuff can be really fun. It doesn't have to be all work, oh, I have to exercise my dog.
If you're interested in in-home dog training, please contact Sue Doyle at South Bay at barkbusters.com. Those were some great tips. I'm definitely going to try them out with my dog. Now we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, Perfect Partners is here to tell us about their upcoming event, and we got your dog walking questions answered.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org.
adopt.
Get out to the forest
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah! Woo-hoo! Hey, guys, wait up!
and discover the wonders of nature with your family.
These trees are the key to our way of life.
Fresh air,
What a glorious morning!
clean water,
Woohoo! This is great!
and endless forest adventure.
Let's rock this jungle!
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing!
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to Canine Corner. I'm your host, Riannon Trutanich. Now here at Canine Corner, we are all about the dogs, but we do love our feline friends. So Perfect Partners is here to tell us about their organization and about an upcoming event here in the South Bay. Perfect Partners is a nonprofit group here in the South Bay dedicated to rescuing cats.
Perfect Partners is a nonprofit feline rescue group. We do rescue, we take in, we do adoptions.
But they are so much more than a rescue group. They are a resource for people who need help with a feline friend, even if it's not a rescue situation.
If we can't help you, we try to pass numbers to you of someone that will. So it's never, sorry, we can't help you. We always try to just help you out and at least giving you another contact.
Aside from rescuing cats, Perfect Partners hosts adoption events as well as free spay-neuter clinics, including one this month.
At the upcoming clinic, we're going to have 2 vets, so hopefully we can do 60, 65 cats.
The event will be held on Saturday, September 13th at the Aviation Park Complex from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's open to both feral and domestic cats, and reservations are required. If you can't make this event, don't worry, there'll be more.
We plan on doing another one before the end of the year, and that will involve 2 rescue groups, myself and PACT, which is a local group for felines, and PACT stands for People and Cats Together.
For people who are unsure about spaying or neutering their pet, talk to your vet and find out the benefits.
Your vets will let you know too. It's like, get them fixed. For the long term, it's healthier for them. It really, really is.
Not only can spaying and neutering stop animal overpopulation, but there are also health benefits.
It's healthier for them to be fixed. Mammary gland cancer on the females, testicle cancer on the males. I mean, these are all things you need to weigh.
One volunteer with Perfect Partners says the most important thing is just getting out there and helping.
You know, no matter what group you volunteer with, if cats aren't your thing, if dogs are your thing, but if you can volunteer with some group, because there's so many animals out there that need your help.
For more information about Perfect Partners or one of their adoption events, please visit perfectpartnersforcats.com or call 310-370-0526. Walking your dog can be a great way to get some exercise and spend some quality time with your canine companion, but sometimes it can be a challenge. Sue Doyle is back with us to answer your dog walking questions.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Stuffler, and I'd like to know how you can get your dog's attention when you're approaching another dog so they're not so aggressive.
When they get excited about things like skateboards or other dogs, you pretty much have to gradually reintroduce them to those things and work. It's not something that I can encapsulate in one answer, but basically it's going back to the basics, letting your dog know clearly what it's supposed to do, what's expected of it, and then making sure you correct when he or she does the wrong thing in an instructive way, in an encouraging way, and then allowing your dog to have trust in you when they see things that distract them. Typically, aggressive behavior is based on fear. So if you can have your dog trust in you, it's going to realize, I don't have to be afraid of that dog across the street, so I don't have to bark at it anymore. And sometimes that's kind of a lengthy process, but that's what your goal is. There are a number of tools now that you can use. What I call the head collar. It's like something like the Holt or the Halty that has a loop that goes over the dog's nose. And so the leash is attached to that. So you're actually giving gentle pressure to move the dog's head to the side or to pull the dog's head slightly down. There's no harsh correction there. It's just a gentle pressure that helps the dog to understand this is uncomfortable if I pull forward. There's a number of harnesses available that are no pull harnesses. And in fact, if I may make a plug, Barkbusters has just come out with a brand new harness that has the communication chain. That's the chain that you give the little flick to, and the dog hears that metallic sound just like the collars. And on the Barkbuster harness, there's that chain is across the chest. So if you give it a little flick, that's a communication sound to let the dog know that it's doing something that you don't appreciate. And then of course, the way the harness is structured, like most of the other anti-pull harnesses on the market, that also restricts your dog's movement somewhat, so it's slightly uncomfortable if they pull forward. Well, one thing that you should do if your dog has not had a lot of exercise, or say you adopt a dog and you don't know what their capabilities are, you may want to have the dog checked out by the vet just to make sure that it doesn't have any problems. Like, for instance, if you as a person are starting like, oh, I think I'm gonna start walking 5 miles a day, and your dog has never done that, you might, if it's a senior dog especially, you might want to have it, you know, just checked out by the vet. Is everything okay? And then pretty much pay attention to your dog. If they're tired, they're going to, or if they're very hot, they're going to start panting. And so it's good to always have water to see if your dog is panting. Okay, it might be thirsty. We'll give it water. If it's still panting, then probably it's getting overexerted. And so if some dogs will just lay down by the side of the road if they're too tired and look up at you like, please carry me the rest of the way. Then you as an owner have to decide, is my dog scamming me or is it really tired? And so for that reason, and for other reasons as well, it's good to increase your dog's exercise incrementally so you can see how they handle it.
If you have a question, contact us and we'll be sure to get you the right answer. Call us at 310-618-5762 or email us at caninecorner@torranceca.gov. And that's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining us here on Canine Corner. I'm Riannon Trutanich, and we'll see you next time.